Hey y'all, thanks for watching. Welcome to my channel. I am Carlette. If you are new, thank you for at least pressing play and watching. Please be sure to share, like, and subscribe. If you are returning, y'all, thank you for holding me down. I know I have not posted a video since possibly April or May, and I feel like I hadn't posted since I started working again. Like I've been serving tables. So yeah, serving tables and on my husband's off days and then dealing with Genesis on the days that he works, it's a never ending cycle. So yeah, to find time to actually make a video where she's not jumping in the screen or whatever is not easy for me, especially since I don't want to make myself stay up late while she sleeps to make videos, because then I'm losing more sleep and then I'm agitated. So yeah, there's that. And really, I'm training myself to wake up at 6 a.m. so I can get my workouts in, because I'm still on a wellness journey. But anyway, oh, and I tried to make a video maybe like a month ago, but I couldn't get it done because my baby, once she hit the camera and then she jumped in, it was a lot. It was too much. So I couldn't do it then. And yeah. And the last time I feel like I did like a super close-up video like this, I had a really big outbreak on psoriasis. I guess it's a really quick update because the title of this video ain't got nothing to do with what I'm saying now, but quick to update. The last time I did a video in this spaces, which is my room, which is actually, I prefer to record in here. I did a makeup video showing the psoriasis on my face, and since then it's cleared up a lot, because I have been taking Skyrizi, and think my I think it's my third dose that's coming up in October. So yeah, I don't have no foundation on. I literally just wear concealer under my eyes and powder. That's it. And I didn't feel like putting on no lashes. Like, I love my skin so much right now. I don't want to overdo anything. And you may hear cartoons in the background. It's my life. If you're not aware of who I am and what my life is, go back and watch previous videos and you'll find out. So anyway, the title of this video is talking about COVID vaccine. The COVID vaccine, or it's about 3 or 4 different, whatever, I'm being specific. But anyway, I wanted to document my thought process of making the decision of, do I get the vaccine or do I not get the vaccine? And I really didn't know how to, like, I don't know. I wanted to record it, but I didn't want to be judged or whatever. So I just decided every time I had a moment where I was thinking about it really heavy, I would make a video. And during this time that you're going to see, I was really stressing out. Like, I was really emotional. And I came to a decision, which after y'all watch the clips of my entries, my journals, or my video diaries about this COVID vaccine, I will let y'all know when you get at the end of the video on what I decided to do. But yeah, so pretty much what you're about to see is clips of me doing what I call video diaries, of me kind of going back and forth with myself on, should I get the COVID vaccine or should I not? Yeah, it was very stressful for me. But yeah, y'all will know what I decide by the end of this video. When I press stop, y'all gonna know, because I'm gonna press play again and record what I decided to do, but I'm gonna put it at the end of the video. Okay? So y'all keep watching and see it at the end. Bye. Okay, real quick, I just kind of want to make a video note that I'm going to start documenting my thought process of this COVID vaccine. I'm in the closet because when I just got home from work, I'm hiding from my baby because she's excited that I'm back home. And my husband hates this conversation, but I kind of want to start taking note of when I'm thinking about it, because I'm on the fence about getting this vaccine. Initially, when the conversation of it came just publicly, I was an absolute no. And now I'm kind of like, yes, but not really. So yeah, I kind of want to document my thought process on this. That's it for right now. Okay, so this is gonna be my second entry. I guess these are like video diaries that I'm making when it comes to this COVID vaccine. Today is September 10th. It's 10 a.m. And today I am on the fence still, but leaning towards, girl, go set an appointment to get the vaccine. Last night I had a call from my BFF, and he and I don't even talk often, but when we do, there's intention and there's purpose behind it. And a couple nights ago, before I went to sleep, I don't pray, but I just spoke out loud, asking God, the universe, my higher self, for clarity and a sign, because I do not want to make the decision of getting this vaccine out of fear. I want to trust my intuition. I know what my intuition might be telling me, but I want to make sure that I'm not tripping. But my friend called, and I was just asking him how he's doing, and he's updating, and he is a minister. And I forget that as a pastor, as a minister, as a counselor to other people, you bury people a lot. But he was telling me how he's buried somebody of COVID almost every weekend. Like, he had just gotten a phone call 2 days ago about somebody else dying from COVID. And just the different stories that he's experienced. Like, I needed to hear that, because like you said, people forget. People don't realize the severity of COVID until it hits you at home. And we haven't really experienced a lot of like serious stuff, and I'm grateful for that. I'm not bragging on it. I'm just saying I think that's because we just kind of keep to ourselves. It's just us. And the only time we have people around us is if somebody's visiting Atlanta or whatever. But that's it. So yeah, just I want to make these little entries very short. But yeah, I woke up with that on my mind. I'm on my way to the gym. I might have another entry after the gym, because I tend to meditate in the sauna, and I get information and downloads as I meditate. But yeah, this is interesting. I wonder if I'm going to post these. Okay, so I'm out of the gym now. I guess this is another entry. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to edit this or how I'm going to create this, but initially I had the idea of doing a documentary, of talking to different people about what they thought about this vaccine or just COVID in general. I'm going to say the date and the time, because earlier I did that. So today's right now, September 10th at 12:07 p.m. This is my second video journal for today. And I knew that I would have a different thought, another thought after I left the gym, because that's typically what happens for me. But I had this thought too, and I thought it was interesting, so I want to share it. or speak it, because this isn't just for people. This is for me to look back on it in the future and be like, what was I going through? What was I thinking during this time? Because this is something that I've never experienced. None of us have. I mean, other than our ancestors when they were dealing with the, what is it, Spanish flu and all these other kind of illnesses. But I've never experienced this. So I want to document my thoughts. And it's easier to just document my thoughts and what I feel, because then I don't have to involve other people. But anyway, I digress because I want these to be short. I was talking to my sister on my way to the gym. No, after I parked at the gym and was walking inside. And I was telling her of my thoughts after talking to my best friend last night. And I'm not a Christian. I don't practice religion or Christianity or any form of worship. But he is a pastor and a minister, and that's something that we kind of have a common ground. I respect him. He respects me, and I absolutely love it. And he has that freedom to still talk to me like the way that he would have talked to me when I was a Christian with him, because when he's happy, I'm happy, and vice versa. Now, I can't say he gonna agree with what I say, but that's okay. But I just found it interesting that if I were a Christian, last night's phone call and today's thought process would be different, because my battle or my thoughts have been, I want to follow my intuition. I want to make sure that I'm making the right choice and the right decision for me, for my family, for my household, for the people around me. And I've been saying or asking the question of, I just need a clear sign. And it really couldn't have been any much clearer than the conversation that I had with my friend last night. And I was telling my sister, I laughed at it because it was a thought that just came up at that moment of, it's funny because I'm trying to listen to my intuition. But if I were a Christian, that would have been the way that I'm talking, because I'm low-key talking myself out of the vaccine. But it would have been, oh, that's the devil. That's the enemy that's the trick of the enemy trying to play games with my mind. But because I'm no longer practicing Christianity, and this is in no way to convince anybody to feel the way I feel, I'm just talking through my thoughts. But I'm proud of myself because in this moment, I'm now having to hold myself accountable for my own thoughts and my own choices and not blame it on this force of the devil or the enemy or all of that. It's literally me holding myself accountable, like being my own woman and making a choice based on my intuition and logic and talking to the people around me and not talking to the people around me, being quiet. And so, yeah, that's pretty much, I said all that to say that it was just interesting on how the old me would have been trying to talk myself out of it and validating me not getting the vaccine by saying, oh, that's the trick of the enemy. That's the devil trying to, get my mind off of not getting this vaccine. But really the way I'm looking at it now is it's all on the table. Like, I have to be my own woman, my own person, and legit make a decision and follow my gut. I know what my gut is telling me, but I'm still not sure. So today I'm still on the fence and I'm still headed towards the direction of setting me an appointment. So yeah, that's it. I think that's all of my entry that I'm going to do for today because I got to go to work and I got to get back home so Donald can go to the gym before I go to work. So, all right. Okay. I don't remember what number of the journal, but it's my first. I thought you said 4. This got to be 4, yeah. Because I did 2 yesterday. Yeah, this number 4. All right, y'all. So, or self, because I don't know if I'm posting this for nobody. This is for me. Today is
technically 9/12. September 12th is 1 something in the morning, right? 1:38. And we have a beautiful house guest, Miss Sandra. Or Sandra. And we've been sitting here talking about this vaccine because I've just been interested. I've had conversations with people all the time now because I'm trying to either get off the fence or something. I don't know yet. But right now, I'm still on the fence, but I'm back over to the side of my tingling tin hat. And my husband just showed me a clip that I remember I watched at the very first beginning of this pandemic, and now I'm back to hell no. Like, absolutely not getting this.
Exactly.
Absolutely not wanting to get this vaccine. But the other side of me is still like, am I not listening to my intuition? So tonight, before I go to sleep, I'm going to ask the question for myself. I need to see it in my dream. I need to see the answer. I need it. But I don't want to see it from the perspective of death or anybody being harmed or hurt. I need to see it in my dream. Or if I can just go ahead and book a gig that requires a vaccine, then we know what the answer is. As long as that job brings in a lot of money. All right. These videos are supposed to be short. It's already 2 minutes. That's where I stand today. We'll see what happens tomorrow. I got to go get a COVID test to go back to class. So the nurse practitioner may give me a different conversation tomorrow. We'll see. Okay, so this is another video. I don't know what I'm calling these. Video diaries? Whatever. It's September 12th, 8:20 a.m. I'm currently at the urgent care center by my house because I have to get, that's my thing beeping for my insurance for Progressive. But I'm currently at this urgent care. I got here early to sign up for COVID testing. I'm not sick. I just need a COVID test to go back to class tomorrow because we were out for the holiday. So she wants to make sure everybody is COVID negative before we go back to class. And I looked up the survival rate of unvaccinated people getting COVID. The survival rate is like 97%. So, yeah, do I really want to put something in my body that I'm not really sure what the side effects are going to be like 5 years down the road? Do I want to do that? I don't know. I'm back at square one because what I'm feeling now is what I've felt for the past year. And it's like maybe my intuition is not really what I thought it was. Maybe I'm supposed to just follow my first mind, which my first mind was don't get this vaccine right away. Like, give it more time. One of the main things I said I wanted to see was a pregnant woman get it. I wanted to see what the baby is going to turn out like. And then even with autism, you don't really know autism is there until the child is in like those developmental years. So low key, like, I probably should wait at least 5 years. It sounds crazy, but we have that right. And that's the point of me making these videos, is because I want to not share that I'm indecisive, but share that I want to make sure that I'm making the right decision, not just for myself, but for my children in the future. Like, I want to have at least 2 more kids. But I also want to make sure that they have a 100% optimum health at life. And I don't believe that I have to have a vaccine to make sure that they're okay. Now, that I don't believe, because breast milk with or without the vaccine is amazing. And I almost wonder if breast milk could be the cure when grown people have it. But that's neither here nor there. I'm 6 minutes in. That's it. I got stuff to do today. Okay, so today is September 13th. It's 1:52 p.m. And I just got out of my acting class, which, by the way, this is my third time in class. But this is the first class that I've been taking since being in Atlanta. But that's neither here nor there. This is my entry for me documenting my thoughts on the COVID vaccine. That's my, I just turned the car on. So my, whatever, the snapshot for Progressive is in my car. But I wanted to talk through this feeling that I'm having, this thought process. While I was in class, I keep tapping this window on accident. While I was in class, we took a break and my instructor was talking to us about a situation that she heard about with a patient that's currently in ICU. And I was just like, I don't understand. Like, I don't understand how, if the rate of survival is like 97, 98% without the vaccine, then it's like, okay, well, that's not that bad. But then you hear these stories of like the oversaturated ICU units, the oversaturated hospitals, just the whole thing, the medical workers being overwhelmed and all of that. I'm still on the fence. But then I feel guilty for being on the fence when you hear these stories of people like dying or being so sick that they're near death. And it's like, I'm right now feeling guilty about it. But then at the same time, it's like, but I still have that right to not make a decision right now, because I feel like the reason why I'm on the fence so much is because I'm being pulled emotionally both ways. I'm being pulled emotionally to not get the vaccine because I want more children and I'm a mom. And how do we know for sure that I get the vaccine, I have a child, and they get into their developmental years and we find out that me getting the vaccine created something, some bad side effect for my child? Like, how do we not know that? We don't. Because the vaccine has only been out for so long, and like, I don't want to, like, I feel guilty now. Like, what if that happens to my child? Or like, it's a what if, of course, but because we don't know. So if I get this vaccine and there's a long-term side effect later, I don't want to feel guilty about that. But then my justification for not getting it is like, I'm healthy. And the minute I feel sick, I know there's construction work behind me. With getting sick, like, I know that I know the remedies to like get myself well so far, like, because I have had COVID before and I only had 3 days of illness, like symptoms, but it wasn't as bad as I've heard. Like, yeah, it was like having the flu. But no, the flu was worse for me. But I know that still isn't justification, because there's people that's had it before and had symptoms like I did, and then they had it again and they were near death. So it's like, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. But I just wanted to document this moment for myself, because I was like wanting to cry for the lady that she was talking about, and I felt guilty and I felt sorry for her. But then you think about the rate of survival, and it's like, is the rate of survival just you think about the fact that survival can mean I survived it being near death, and it could also mean I survived it having little to no symptoms. And yeah, that's all. Again, I don't want these to be long. I'm already 5 minutes in. Yeah, I'm kind of, and it could be that we just did some emotional work in class, so I'm kind of tapped into my emotions right now a little bit more. But right now I'm still on the fence, and I think mainly I'm on the fence because I don't want to be swayed to do something out of emotion. Like, I feel like the past few last week I was more along the lines of wanting to get the vaccine because of wanting to book more and wanting to make sure that I'm being responsible for the people around me. And then I was like, maybe my intuition is telling me to do this, but then again, it's like our mind goes through this process of, like, if I'm focused on getting the vaccine, then of course my intuition is going to tell me to get the vaccine. But then if I'm allowing myself to freely think, I'm on the fence. And then I don't know, like, I can't make a decision because the what if is too strong for me on both sides. Yeah. That's it for now.